Hi there, Abecedarian families. This is the video for weeks 1 through 6 timeline for you to practice for the end of year celebration. I'm just going to sing through it with the motions first. I'm not a great vocalist, so bear with me. And then after that, I will go through and explain the motions, so that way when you want to practice, just hit play. You've got it all in the beginning, but then if you need to know what I'm actually doing, I'll go through and explain. So here we go. Timeline, this is my timeline. Timeline, this is my timeline. Timeline, timeline. We'll start at the beginning of the ages. Age of ancient empires. Creation to circa 450 AD. Creation and the fall. The flood and the Tower of Babel. Mesopotamia and Sumer. Egyptians. 3000 BC, 3000 BC. Indus River Valley civilization. Minoans and Mycenaeans. 7 wonders of the ancient world. Patriarchs of Israel. 2000 BC, 2000 BC. Hittites, Canaanites, Cush, Assyrians, Babylonians, China, Shang Dynasty, Hinduism in India, Phoenicians and the alphabet, Olmecs of Mesoamerica, Israelite exodus and desert wandering, Israelite conquest and judges, Greek Dark Ages, Israel's United Kingdom. 1000 BC, 1000 BC, early Native Americans. Israel divides into 2 kingdoms, Homer and Hesiod. Rome founded by Romulus and Remus. Israel falls to Assyria. Assyria falls to Babylon. Lao Tzu, Confucius, Buddha. Judah falls to Babylon. Temple destroyed. Babylon falls to Persia. Jews return and rebuild the temple. Roman Republic, Golden Age of Greece. Peloponnesian Wars. Persia falls to Alexander the Great. India's Mauryan Empire. Mayans of Mesoamerica. Punic Wars. Rome conquers Greece. Roman dictator Julius Caesar. Caesar Augustus and the Pax Romana. John the Baptist. Jesus the Messiah. Okay, so to go a little bit slower, of course, timeline, repeated at the beginning. Creation is always like the whole world. To 450, right, the numbers, 450 AD is our time period for the Age of Ancient Empires. And that's what we sing next. It's like a beard that zigzags. So Age of Ancient Empires. Creation to circa 450 AD. Creation is the world and the fall. The flood waters, right? The flood and the Tower of Babel. Mesopotamia, you kind of split 2 fingers like your Spock and put your other hand in between, because Mesopotamia was the land between the 2 rivers, Tigris and Euphrates. So Mesopotamia and Sumer, this is also the sign for rivers. So we've got the land between 2 rivers and then the rivers. So Mesopotamia and Sumer are those lands. Egyptians, this is a little hook with your finger on your forehead, like the the crowns and headdresses they would wear that would have a snake on them. So that's the sign for Egyptians. Let's see. Indus, we always do like a little bindi bead on our forehead for anything with India. And the Indus River Valley civilization was in that area. So Indus, of course, rivers, right? River Valley civilization. Minoans, this is bullhorns, and they were known for bullhorns, maybe worshiping bulls. So Minoans, and then you take that same symbol and kind of go down from your ear. It's the symbol for gold. For Mycenaeans, they had a lot of gold in their culture. Of course, 7 wonders of the ancient world. Patriarchs of Israel, you put your thumb on your forehead with your fingers sticking up. It's a sign for patriarchs. Then we do 2000 BC, and then Hittites, you hit your hand. Canaanites is the bullhorns again. Cush is a sign language letter K. It's like a peace sign to the side or down with your thumb in the middle. So Cush, okay? And then Assyrians, like a bow and arrow. So it goes fast. Hittites, Canaanites, Cush, Assyrians. Babylonians had lists of laws, and this is our laws. So kind of go up your arm for Babylonians. China's Shang Dynasty. Our sign for China is across the shoulders and down to the hip. It's like part of the uniform they wore in that part of the world. Next is Hinduism, which you kind of take 2 pincher fingers and kind of pinch and pull apart. Hinduism, it's a sign for Hinduism. In India, Phoenicians sailed in boats. So this is a sailboat on the water. And the alphabet. The Phoenicians developed the alphabet, so we put them in a boat. Olmecs of Mesoamerica, we draw a circle around your face. They did big statues of heads and faces. For Olmecs of Mesoamerica. Israelite Exodus, the parting of the Red Sea, and desert wandering. Just like a little snake with your hand, wandering. Israelite conquest. Just one fist over the other, because one group of people would conquer another and force them into submission. So Israelite conquest and judges. Just like put your fist on your hand. Greek Dark Ages, cover your eyes. You're in the dark. Greek Dark Ages. Israel's United Kingdom, I just link fingers like that, right? Link them together. Israel's United Kingdom. 1000 BC. Early Native Americans, it's like paint on the face or a feather. Israel divides, just bring your pointer fingers from being next to each other apart. Israel divides into 2 kingdoms. This is a sign language H, so we do Homer and Hesiod, and then cross them for Rome founded by Romulus and Remus. Their names both start with R. I for Israel falls to Assyria. Remember the bow and arrow. And then right away again, Assyria, another bow and arrow, falls to Babylon. And then we make sign language P's, which a K is up, a P is down. So this is P for philosophers. And we do that and we say Lao Tzu, Confucius, Buddha. They were 3 philosophers around 600 BC. And so we point to our heads and we do kind of little circles. Lao Tzu, Confucius, Buddha. And then take your pinky, draw a J in the air for Judah, falls to Babylon. And then this is a sign language T, just your thumb between 2 fingers. Temple, destroyed. And then Babylon falls to Persia. It's that sign language P. So 2 fingers down with your thumb in the middle. J for Jews, return and rebuild the temple. You're just laying one brick on the other. And then an R for Roman Republic. And then you remember the sign for gold. So you do like the bullhorns, and then go down from your ear. Golden Age of Greece is a sign language G. It's like little alligator fingers parallel to each other. So Golden Age of Greece. And then take that like you're putting a helmet down. Peloponnesian Wars. P for Persia. Persia falls to Alexander. This is an A, a sign language A. It's just like a fist with your thumb at the side. Alexander the Great. Kind of a fist pump for him. And then India, again with the Bindi B. So India's Mauryan Empire, they were known for roads. And we're making a winding road. Mayans of Mesoamerica made these flat-sided pyramids. So that's our sign for that. Mayans of Mesoamerica. Punic Wars is a P, and then the sign for wars, back and forth for wars. Rome, R, conquers, again, one arm over the other, conquers, G for Greece. Roman dictator, like a salute, Roman dictator, and then a J, Julius Caesar. And then we're going to take, for Caesar Augustus, make an A and go from your shoulder down to your hip like a sash that a leader would have worn, a military leader. So Caesar Augustus and the Pax. So this was the Roman piece. So it's a P for Pax. And we kind of spread them because the piece spread over the whole land at that time. The Pax Romana. And then a J for John the Baptist. And he baptized people into the water and back out. But if we just say John the Baptist, and then we kind of go into Jesus the Messiah. So this is the sign for Jesus with the nail marks on his hands. And then the Messiah. Outstretched like a cross, but also like he's rising from the dead. We technically are supposed to stop at John the Baptist. We have a really hard time doing that because the music just leads you into Jesus the Messiah, so hopefully it's okay if we do that, into Jesus the Messiah, and then the next class is going to pick up from there, the next part of the timeline. So hopefully that helps you practice.